University. Tonight we have a chance to hear from two candidates seeking the Republican nomination in the 8th District. For those familiar with the 8th District, it's not a seat that is held by a Republican in a while. So welcome Mr. Ellmore and Mr. Singh. Thank you so much. And, the format will go as follows. It's pretty casual. What we're going to do is each candidate will have a 3-minute opening statement, and then I will ask questions, and they will have unlimited amount of time to speak. But we do ask to keep it brief. Don't go asking 3 minutes.
On each issue?
On questions. A rebuttal. I just want to keep it kind of reasonable. Keep it reasonable.
Okay.
So. Hand off to you guys.
You want me to go first? That's fine, I'll go. Listen, I want to thank you all for taking the time out to come out to be with us this evening in this important time. I think that debates are extremely important. I'd like to thank the committee. I'd like to thank all those here as members of the George Mason Republican Club and leadership for having us out tonight. And I'd like to just start off by telling you folks why I'm involved in the process again. And I'm here because I love where I live. I'm a glass half full guy. I love where I live. I love my community. I love my country. I think that I can have a positive impact on both local and national issues and the people around us. I think that when it comes to taxes, I've signed the Americans for Tax Reform pledge, which commits me to no new taxes. And if there are ever any issues that come up where taxes are adjusted in any way, that we're committed to offsetting that with a reduction in spending. When it comes to national security, I'm 110% behind John McCain. I think that he has got the right model for success there. Nobody wants war. I hate war. I've got a child who's in the military, who's serving overseas. Absolutely, if we could bring them all home today, I'd love that. But I believe that General David Petraeus knows more about what's going on in the Middle East than Barack Obama and Jim Moran. And again, I think that really is going to be the key issue coming up here in the fall. So folks, that's what all the national candidates are talking about. I think that also we need to remain strong when it comes to our border security programs. I am 100% behind putting and finishing the fence that is along the Mexican border. I support more Border Patrol agents participating in the process and using AI, which is artificial intelligence, and all the drones or whatever other technology that we can put into place there. I do not support any type of amnesty program. I do not support the anchor baby program. I do support a worker identification program, as I do not feel that we're able to deport 12 to 20 million people. So, and just drawing a contrast, Mr. Singh, who again, I think we've done a great job and been very respectful throughout the process, and here, again, he's got a different view of the war in Iraq, okay? He would consider it, again, he's call it Operation Babysitter, and an occupation, which again, that's fine if that's your opinion, but that's not what John McCain and the professionals think, okay? And again, when it comes to border security, on February 12th, Mr. Singh just came out at our Fairfax County Republican Committee meeting and said, I don't think a fence will get it done. And those are probably just a couple of the many issues that we can talk about, but it's not a contest here tonight that says, oh, by the way, I am in line to become the next Barry Goldwater, or I'm trying to be the next Ronald Reagan. I am not pushed by any ideology or party. I am a Republican conservative who loves where they live, who sees this as a great country that just needs some tweaking, some enhancements, but some political servants that care about the process and care about everybody. I care and respect for every individual in my community. I think we'll be able to prove to you tonight that we've got the ties to the community, the grassroots in place, that we've earned the trust and respect of the many people here, and we've done all the work in 2 years. We've laid the ground. In 2 years' time, we have built the trust level between the independent and Democratic voters that say, hey, you know what, we're willing to give you a shot. So I want to thank you all again. I want to thank the committee for having us out tonight again. And I look forward to a great debate, and I thank you all for coming out.
Good evening, everybody. I know today is tax day, so most Republicans don't like coming out today. So I do appreciate those who have been able to come out. And I also want to wish an early birthday to Kelsey over there. So happy birthday tomorrow. Now, I also want to thank Adam and the College Republicans. You guys are doing a phenomenal job helping us host a debate, and we can actually talk about the issues. That's very important in this day and age. And as you know, I'm running for Congress. And the reason why I'm running for Congress is that I was compelled to run. I saw that our country was headed in the wrong direction, and our party was losing our way. I think many of us, when you look into our party, you'll see that our party has been losing our way. So I was compelled to run because I felt like we needed strong leadership and somebody who could actually put the party back on the right track and also help the country get back onto the right track. Now, in this race, I'm the only true conservative running because I believe in the core Republican values of limited government, fiscal responsibility, and personal freedoms. But first, let me tell you a little bit about myself. I grew up in a small town, I was born and raised in a small town just south of Richmond, Virginia. And all the schools that I ever went to prior to college were right on the same street. So, and after I graduated from the University of Virginia with an electrical engineering degree, I got my first job over at NASA, and I got to work on the space shuttle. And it was great for me because one of the things I was able to do was I saved the taxpayer millions of dollars with my problem-solving skills. Eventually, I started my own engineering firm, and I do most of my work with the intelligence community. And I've worked on multiple aspects of how to protect our country. Currently, I work with counterterrorism and our soldiers that are deploying to Iraq and Afghanistan. Specifically, I work on a lot of the counter-IED measures that we need and better ways to hunt down our insurgents. Recently, our Congressman Moran has taken some interest in our soldiers and has gone out to Afghanistan and has had some cheap photo ops with them when we know he really, in the past has not paid much attention to them. But I work with these soldiers every day, and when they have a problem, they come to me to help fix it. Now, for some reason, which I can't understand, that when I get a call from Iraq and I help a soldier fix a problem, for some reason that is being disrespectful to the military, as my opponent has mentioned in the past. And also, I think it's a little disingenuous when you give our soldiers a weak and a mixed message about what the future holds for them. Now, I've been accused of not being a Republican, but I tell you, I am a true Republican because when you get down to it, it's not about being Republicans or being Democrats. It's about being conservative, and that's what I am here. Because, as we know, many of the Republicans are Republicans in name only. You guys have heard of the acronym RHINO. So you may have seen some of those around, especially in this past year. But what I want to say is that I'm the only candidate in here who is strong on national defense, and the only candidate in here who's been consistent on my immigration policy, and the only candidate in here who is strong on the economy, and the only candidate here who can defeat Jim Moran.